Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for August 25th, 2014. Of course, it's the last Monday of August, and we are averaging pretty much near normal for this time of year. We do have some cooler temperatures out there in the lower to mid 50s over the northern interior, upper 50s to lower 60s in the New York City metropolitan area, and lower to mid 60s in the Philadelphia metropolitan area. The New Jersey coast ranges anywhere from the mid to upper 50s. We do have some fog that is starting to lift. It won't cause too much impact on travel conditions and will be dissipated by at least 10 a.m. at the latest. So we're looking at, well, relatively tranquil weather conditions as we move into the start of the week with low humidity and temperatures averaging near to slightly below normal. However, that will not be the case as we move on through the rest of the week with summer-like temperatures returning by the middle of the week with some hazy, hot, and humid conditions for maybe about a day or so. So let's take a look at the latest surface map. You can see high pressure is sitting over the St. Lawrence River Valley and over just to the north of Lake Ontario is dominating much of the eastern United States and building southward, leading to tranquil weather conditions for today, and that will continue on through at least the middle of this week. Key point here is that this high pressure system is going to shift to the east, and that's going to lead to a southwesterly wind by the time we get to Tuesday night and into Wednesday morning, which will transport a much more humid and hotter air mass into the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area. Of course, with high pressure in control, radar is high and dry and clear out there with nothing really to worry about. Now, the infrared satellite picture is pretty interesting. Now, we have high pressure in control. You can see that it's clear skies building southward. This little disturbance here is kind of a separation between this high pressure system and this one here. And it won't produce any showers, but it'll probably produce a little bit of a cloud cover later this evening with some scattered to broken cloud cover possible, but no precipitation whatsoever. And then you probably notice all of this out here. Well, first of all, this is a cold front, and this is the trough that's in place over the northwestern Atlantic. And way down here is Tropical Storm Cristobal. Now, Cristobal, it's not the most organized tropical storm. It has strengthened a little bit. It has winds of 50 miles per hour. Pressure is down to 994 millibars. It is moving to the north, creeping to the north at about 3 miles per hour. Now, key point here. All the thunderstorms are located around the Bahamas. The center is way here. Okay, so you can see all of the thunderstorms are focused to the south of the low-level circulation. In fact, you can make out the circulation right about here. And these axes here are basically where the surface location is currently estimated to be based on satellite depiction, radar, and also Hurricane Hunter aircraft. Now, these blue arrows right here, this represents the upper level winds. So you can see they're coming in from the northwest and then from the west. So what we have here is the base of the trough. And the base of the trough is essentially shearing the northern half of this tropical storm. So as a result, you end up with most of your thunderstorms focused to the south of the low-level circulation. So, as a result, Cristobal is having a hard time really getting itself organized. As these upper-level winds shift to the east, as the trough shifts to the east over the next 48 hours, that will allow Cristobal to intensify. However, there is no concern whatsoever for the eastern United States. And the reason why is this. First of all, on the water vapor satellite picture, you can clearly see that trough here. You can see that moisture being drawn right up into the northern Atlantic. It's pretty impressive, really. Now, what's going to happen is that this trough leaves. This ridge over here builds over it, so it allows it to intensify and lift northeast. Let's say to around this location here. And I'm sure those of you along the East Coast, from Florida all the way up to Maine, will have the impact of increased surf and rip tides, or rip currents. However, this trough here is going to pick up Cristobal, and although it will become a hurricane, or expected to become a hurricane, it will not have any impact on the northern mid-Atlantic or the East Coast directly, because they'll be forced to move up into the northern Atlantic because it'll be picked up by this upper level low here. So that's the good news. It'll have no direct impact on the United States at all. I know that there were some, I really can't call them weather sources, let's just call them irrational individuals who were putting out hurricane maps, and some people were concerned about impacts from the Gulf Coast to the East Coast. I am here to tell you there is no threat whatsoever of this storm in any way, shape, or form. So a little bit of good news there. So let's take a look at the latest model guidance using the Penn State EWOL website. And of course, we're going to use the European model guidance. For today, again, high pressure and control. Temperatures will rise into the lower to mid 80s for highs over much of the location. Upper 70s to lower 80s along the immediate coast. For tomorrow, high pressure and control once again. Temperatures ranging from the upper 50s to lower 60s for lows and lower to mid 80s for highs. On Wednesday will be our warm day. We have high pressure off the coast, a cold front approaching from the west. So that's going to mean southwesterly winds. Temperatures will range from the lower to mid 60s for lows, mid to upper 80s for highs, a few lower 90s possible in some urban locations. The cold front moves through on Thursday with some isolated showers and some cloud cover, but nothing significant in nature really. Temperatures will range from the lower to mid 60s for lows, could be a few upper 60s in your urban locations in Philadelphia and New York City. High temperatures, though, will only range from the lower to mid 80s, which would be about normal for this time of year. Normal in general is anywhere between 82 and 85 for this time of year, depending on your location. For Friday, high pressure is in control, and that's going to be the case all the way for Saturday and Sunday. With that high pressure system in control, scattered to broken cloud cover can be expected because that high pressure system is going to be focused right around Maine, which means we're going to have more of a northeasterly to northerly wind in place, which will lead to some cloud cover. However, temperatures are going to be rather comfortable. We're looking at upper 50s to lower 60s for lows and lower to mid 80s for highs. A few upper 70s mixed in there along the immediate coast due to that easterly wind by the time we get to Saturday and Sunday. But overall, temperatures averaging near normal for this time of year, and overall very comfortable weather conditions will be in place. That is your forecast discussion for this morning. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino. Follow the latest weather information at nynjpaweather.com and nynjpaweather on Twitter, Facebook, Google+, and LinkedIn. I will see you this evening, but in the meantime, have a wonderful day, and as always, stay safe out there.